When I did Making a Band, I didn't think that this was it. I think this was a stepping stone. I'm going to not use it, but I'm going to use the facility, everything that I can absorb from Puff, being the mogul that he is, being in the game so long, and being a playmaker and a trendsetter, and step off and do my own thing.
You know, right now he's getting hammered, and no Diddy on Diddy getting hammered.
Sure.
But, you know, even, and this is surprised me a little bit. Not saying people should come out and defend his character, his parties, or whatever.
I got a lot of flack for that. Some people think I'm defending them. Some people think
I seen that. People be like, yo, the check must have cleared. Eness been going around defending him. But you come across to me like you don't have a story that would match up to what people want to hear.
Yeah.
And I guess what I'm trying to ask you is, you know, even if people don't want to stand up for, because I don't think you have to stand up for his character, I do want people to be like, and this is my question to you. What's one thing that you learned from him that kind of stood with you as you moved on in your life and your career? Either something
your friends and your family are going to be the biggest test.
Really?
You know what I mean, to your dream. They're the ones that be the ones that drag you the most. It's normally going to be because of them that it doesn't happen. And this is why I stayed resilient over all these years of the things that I learned. Being up under him and absorbing the game that he gave me. I became a better writer because of him and a better musician. And we was made to write 5 verses for every verse. So that's how I become punching out the freestyles and coming up with the content so fast, because he made me a stronger writer. So we would come with one song. So I had to write 5 verses for the first verse, 5 verses for the second verse, and 5 verses for the third verse. And they would pick the best verse out of all those verses. So at the end of the day, I'm left with 12 surplus verses. So he strengthened me as a writer, strengthens me as a musician, and he made me write to beats I didn't particularly write, which helped me become a better writer. So when I heard something I actually did write, it was much more easier and much more faster. So I learned a lot of stuff from us musically, business-wise, and being shrewd, and not always taking the deal or the money that's up front, or working out some shit on the back end where you receive residual income as far as just being rewarded up front.
One thing I've always seen from him on like a music level is passion and work ethic. Mm-hmm. You know, Diddy fired up about music or fired up about winning. It seems like a infectious thing for people around him. And I could imagine if you're seeing someone who's so, you know, I always say this, you can never envy someone who has more than you if you don't work harder than them.
And that's what I want to get the point. Diddy got them loafs and got all that money because he stays up at weeks at a time, not going to sleep, not getting no rest. And his body has taken a toll on him over these years from doing that, chasing them bags down, doing all these high-powered meetings and sit-downs and just chasing. And we had interns with I had an internship at Sean John at the time we was recording the show. All these things is coming to place, but if you're not going to work as hard as him, you're not going to get the type of money and success that he's attained. I seen a nigga stay up for 2 weeks at a time, not sleep, not one time. Yeah. Me, him, I seen, we was on a promo run for the Press Play album. So I actually left with him in Philly. He did a party with Charlie Mack, and I just threw my bag on a bus, and I was with him through the whole promotional phase of the Press Play album. The nigga didn't go to sleep the whole promotional tour. He never rested the whole promotional tour. He was up for 30 days straight.
Did he introduce some really unhealthy, like, bodily behaviors? Yeah. There was a time where he kept even saying, fuck sleep.
Yeah, he don't get no sleep.
And you were around to witness
it. He got ulcers and all that shit because of it. Yeah, him sleep deprivation and all that. That's how you get them lows. If you never lower your amount of sleep hours every day, you're never going to become a millionaire. So if you count it, if you slept more hours than you was up, you're never going to be successful. So if you get 8 hours of sleep every day, you ain't going to be up like that. You ain't going to be Diddy status, Jay status, nowhere near there. You have to lower your amount of sleep hours, because once you do that, you up chasing the bag. Your gears just turn, trying to get some bread. But if you sleep, it's more time you ain't plotting and planning, strategizing.
Has any federal authority tried to talk to you?
No.
Would you have, or do you think you would even have an information that they would be interested?
I don't. I was just I was removed from that type of energy, and I say it time and time again. I said it on other platforms. I mean, I just can't be forced to say something that I wasn't exposed to. And I mean, and we all heard stories and the rumors going in.
Yeah.
So I would be, I would be on the fence about a lot of things. But I was in close quarters with him plenty times, and it just was on some big brother to little brother apprenticeship type shit. It wasn't never on no weird, uncomfortable feeling, and that's just my testament. I can't speak for everybody else.
Yeah, and it's probably super unfair because people want you to say something that
they do. They really be dragging me. Even I was on News Nation and she brung up the 7,500 and shit. I'm like, we supposed to be talking about certain things, and they can trick you up real quick and fuck your words up, and it could come out and people can see it in a certain light that's not really, privy to what you want. How do you want to see yourself? All because of something you said truthfully.
True. Yeah, that's the power of media. Battle rap. You pivoted to battle rap. Mm-hmm. Not like completely, but as part of what you do, because you are someone who your style has kind of been very, almost made for battle rap. And you're from Philly.
Yeah, the content. Content. Yeah, just the aggressiveness, the assertiveness, and being that I battled Jay Mills on the show, that was kind of like my introduction into battle rap.
I'm going to be honest with you. So that, I think, that was highly discussed and about who won.
Yeah.
But theoretically, I think a lot of people thought...
What was Jersey Boy saying? Who won?
No. Well, he was supposed to wash you. That's what it was said. That's what's supposed to happen.
Now I know you know your shit, because he had a reputation of killing everybody.
Yes. So
being that I went the distance with him,
and
it was like a kick in his armor at the time.
And then some people was like, basically, you edged him, and then some people said he edged you. Yeah. But regardless, it's a conversation.
There was 2 extra rounds that they played, that YouTube footage came out, that actually it was the sudden death.
Yeah. And I think that's when people was like, oh, no, this nigga Eness for real.
For sure.
Because sometimes, they're watching the show, and of course, highly entertaining. But once they see, oh, this nigga get busy with the niggas who really in the streets that would do it, and obviously they didn't know your history from actual Philly, they looked at you different. But I felt like that was almost like a fucking platform for you to be in battle rap whenever you want.
The only thing about the battle rap, I didn't want to be stuck in that category, in that box, because there was a thing going around, battle rappers couldn't make records. So I wanted to do away with that whole myth. Puffy was actually asking me to do the rematch of with Jay Mills, the 3rd season of the show. I declined because I just didn't want to be put in that category as a battle rapper.
Yeah, there was a time,
which was ironic that I ended up going back to it over the years.
That probably was a good. It was a thing where, like, once you, like, for example, Serious Jones is one of my favorite battle rappers.
Serious Murder Move,
right?
Yeah.
I would hear early Serious Jones records, and I'm like, like rapping wise, I think yeah, all right. But because he got so renowned in battle rap, they wouldn't allow him to. It would be like, yo, all right, that's cool, but get back to this. Like, you really a monster over here.
Right.
So maybe the timing on that, because they were almost looking at rappers, right? People who rapped on a beat, as like this either different type of sport or different ability. You couldn't do both.
Yeah, they tell you soon as you show up and become a professional, they said that battle rap shit stops here. That's not how we make records. That's not the business of making records and show business in the music industry. We need something we could sell.
Yeah.
So all the content of coming at the listener, they removed that. Battle rap is more coming at the listener, more bravado, bragging about yourself and almost belittling your opponent.
Yeah.
But in the music business, you have to make it a relatable record. So that's why the club records is more bigger than the street records, because everybody is in a good mood, the drinks is flowing, whatever, and people can kind of like relate to the same mood and the same record, same chorus, same energy at the same time. Battle rapper is like more selective. You have to be in that mood to look at battle rap. You have to be in a certain type of energy to encompass the energy that comes with battle rap, because it's like, it's in your face, niggas is spitting, rapping, all that, niggas is talking about personal shit, baby moms, fucking kids, moms.
You ever got one of these situations where it almost came to blows? Because
Yeah, for sure. Plenty of times.
Because
me and Jay Mills, I rematched Jay Mills on ARP. Shout out to ARP. Is another battle rap league. I'm from out of New York. URL being the main one, ARP, King of the Dot, which is Drake's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I battled on ARP, which was
that's how I'm talking about disaster.
For sure. Which we did the rematch, and some words being flown, and got real touchy feely. It was almost about to come to blows.
What's even like the protocol?
Mill's
there?
my guy. Mill's my guy.
What's the protocol there? Like the person could get up in your face, they're kind of spitting a little bit.
It's like WWE.
Could they touch you? Could they grab your hat, throw it up?
They
like
do all that type of shit. It's only about what you want to allow and what you don't allow.
And then now they'll be talking real spicy. If I seen you in the street, I would have clapped you. You know, it's like
It gets crazy. People talk about people's mothers, handicapped, autistic people, gay, all types of shit thrown in. And it's like, you got to really know what you're getting into when you dive back into that realm of battle rap.
The only thing I've always, I think it's a really exciting sport. I always just wonder if it's only about the performance factor, and you can't, like, you see with a song, you record it, and then you could perform it a million times,
right? And
then people could stream the original recording of it.
Battle rap is a variation of that. Win, lose, or draw, they paying Eness for a performance. I have a certain style that I bring, a certain energy.
But you can't give the same verses elsewhere, though.
You can't.
You can't.
You can't.
If it's not recorded.
If it's not recorded. So that's
everything's recorded now.
Everybody's a fan of battle rap because it's always supposedly be new material that nobody's never heard. And you're all should be going at an opponent. So it's like a back and forth thing.
It's actually more comparable to comedy, if you ask me.
For sure.
Because,
comedy,
with a comedy set, people will see how, if you perform the same thing for a while and then the special comes out, and I guess that would be the battle type shit.
No, for sure. So, battle rap, you know what I mean? Sponsors that came in, exclusive vodka. Puff was at one of my biggest battles, which was Summer Madness 2. I battled DNA. Puff was there. Busta Rhymes was there. Mickey Fax.
Is he putting pressure on you at that time? Like, yo, you better win, man. I'm in the building, man. Like,
they didn't even tell me he was going to be there until I showed up.
Really?
Yeah, it ended up being a disadvantage because I battled DNA, and he was kind of referencing all the.
Oh, he was referencing a lot of things that's probably hitting a lot harder because Diddy's in the building.
So everybody was looking up at Puff.
They're like, oh,
that's your man.
Where the walk? Yeah, you made him walk for the cheese. Yeah, so it's hitting a little. Okay, damn. That's kind of interesting,
so I was
man.
put in the box after that battle. So I've been trying to climb out of that kind of like energy around my name ever since. But as of late, I've had, pretty good battles, pretty good numbers, 24 million views on Verse Tracker. So, battle rap is real kind of like acquired kind of energy.
What do you enjoy doing more now?